Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of Top 5. So I know it's been a little bit since my last one, but I've been currently reorganizing the game room, and it's a process. So I'm kind of one of those people, once I start the process, I spend every waking moment trying to figure out the way I want it the best. So, this week, Top 5, GameCube. Now, like I said before, these are my childhood edition top 5s. So that means games that I owned as a kid that were my favorite. Not necessarily my all-time favorite GameCube games, but the ones I enjoyed the most that I owned and loved to play. So, you know, there might be a couple others on a list in the future, but right now, these are the top 5 that I owned. So, a lot of you guys, they're probably some of your favorites too. I will start off with, now this first game, this isn't the actual game. I can't find it, and that annoys me. This is another version, a sequel kind of, or a prequel. So the one that I like is Resident Evil, the original remake. This one's Resident Evil 0. This one's not bad. I may give this one another playthrough. It wasn't as good as the first one in my mind. So, I just kept this in my hand because I want to remember it. So, Resident Evil, the original GameCube remake, was awesome. I remember playing that game all the time. I'd bring it up to my friend's house, we'd play it, and then we'd see who could beat it the fastest. And then when we found out that if you beat it at a certain time, you got special bonuses and everything. So, I probably beat the first game at least 3 or 4 times during the lifespan of GameCube. So, really liked it. I kind of liked Resident Evil before then, but I never really played it. My cousin had the PS1 version. I watched him play a couple times, and I liked it. It kind of had the Tomb Raider puzzle solving feel that I liked, but I never really went out of my way to get it. When this one came out, I definitely picked it up. I liked it. It looked great, and on the GameCube, it looked amazing at the time. I still think it looks pretty good, and you really can't beat it. If you've never played it, do yourself a favor, pick it up. If you have a Wii, these work in most Wiis, especially the older ones. You'll know if yours work if it has the GameCube ports at the top. But yeah, definitely pick this up. Alright, next. Super Smash Bros. Melee. Now, this game was my first Super Smash Bros. I never played the one for the N64. Up to this point. I did play it after when some people said you should check it out, but I never had it before. My friend got this game immediately. I loved it. I loved the story, the fighting, the mini games that you could play with it, and I used to rock at this game. I could beat all my friends. Pretty much anyone that ever came over to play, I beat. That's about it. I just love playing this game. I love unlocking all the characters, and I think that's what bothers me most about the new game. I wish they wouldn't tell us all the characters. I love playing and then being like, oh, what's the next character coming? Now with the new one, you know all the characters, so it's not really as exciting. Back then, I didn't know who you were going to get, and I kind of hope they would leave like 10 or 12 characters that no one knows about alone, and you can slowly unlock them. This is a great game. I liked it better than the Wii and the Wii U version. This one's just the best. Alright. Now this one's cheat, kind of, but Legend of Zelda, the Master Quest, and the original from the N64. Now, back in the day, I got this game from GameStop as a... was this the one we got from GameStop? Okay, I don't remember if this is the one or if it's the other one with the 4 games on it. I have to look into that. But I remember it was a $5 down deposit and you got this game for pre-ordering. I never picked up the game. I just kept this and they kept my $5. I was happy with it. It might have been this one or the other one. But I love this game. It allowed me to play Legend of Zelda. I never owned Legend of Zelda for the N64. My friend did. And I played that one all the time. And then after I couldn't play it anymore, I had to pick up this one because I stopped borrowing it from him. So, yeah. That's awesome. Alright, camera went out. So let's see if I pick this up where I left off. Alright, for my last two games. These are probably a lot of people's favorites as well. First, Luigi's Mansion. Great game. First time I tried it, didn't like it. About a year later, my friends wanted to play it. I started playing with them and got addicted to it. The game was fun. It was a good change of pace. It felt like you were playing a Ghostbusters game, but with Luigi. It's fun. I would have to say it's up there as one of my favorite Mario Brother type games that isn't Mario Brothers. So in that aspect, like Mario Kart, Mario Party, Mario Time Machines, things like that. So, if you haven't played this game, do yourself a favor. Next up, obviously, probably not my favorite, but one of my favorites. It's really hard to go top 5 to 1. It's just games I love playing. So, Mario Sunshine. Awesome game. Not quite as good as Mario 64. And when I say that, it's because it didn't handle quite as well. To me, Mario 64 handled well. When you ran straight, turned, side jumped, anything, you felt like you were controlling him perfectly. In this game, there were some aspects where I would overjump things or side jump off just because he didn't move the way you wanted him to move. It still didn't make the game less fun. It got annoying every once in a while. So to me, it's not quite as good as Mario 64, but the water mechanic was awesome, very fun, colorful, great worlds. I think it's overlooked compared to like Mario Galaxy and obviously Mario Odyssey now. But yes, Mario Sunshine, definitely a fun game. Can't overlook that. If you've never played it, go out and do yourself a favor. Yeah, favor. If you're too young and you've never had a GameCube and you love Mario Odyssey, this isn't quite as good as Mario Odyssey, but you know what? It's still a fun game to revisit. And even if you only played 2 worlds for a short gameplay, I think that'd be fun. Or 2 levels or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, Mario Sunshine, check it out. So, quick review. Mario Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion, Legend of Zelda, Super Mario Sunshine, and Resident Evil 1. Yes, I know, I'm missing one that I would want to put on this list. Honorable mention, Wind Waker. Didn't like it when I first played it because I really wanted the realistic Zelda game like they showed at E3. But you know what? I went back to it again, and I loved the game. So yeah, honorable mention, Wind Waker. Try it out. They have an HD version for the Wii U. Worth playing. Alright guys, these are my top 5 GameCube games. Let me know in the comments what are some of your favorite GameCube games. Alright, thanks for watching. Don't forget to share, like this video, hit the bell, and check out my other videos. Thanks, have a good night, and enjoy your gaming.